22nd of November, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura. Rabbi, you're muted.
Okay, very good. Good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here. You see with Samanapshi here on our second share in the morning. We are learning Hilchos Hanukah, Siman Taf Reish Ayin Aleph. We are in the middle of Sif Hey, Taf Reish Ayin Aleph, Sif Hey in the middle there. The Pesach Abayis, yes. Okay. Actually, tell you the truth, maybe it's probably, let's start with Siv Vav. We can probably start fresh with Siv Vav today. Yeah, that'll be good.
You want to jump to Vav?
Yeah, I think we did most of what we needed to do on Siv Hey.
Oh yeah. I have notes all the way down to Vav.
Yeah. So we can start with Vav.
Okay. I guess I'll start. Mayor was here. He probably just stepped away for a second.
Sure, you can begin until Mayor comes back. Sure.
Manicho lemala mem gimel. Manicho, I don't know.
So it should be placed. I mean,
placed.
We're talking about the placement of the menorah, right? That the menorah should be placed.
The menorah should be placed above 43 tefachim.
Yeah, above, right? Above gimel tefachim. Above mala gimel tefachim. Above 3 tefachim.
From mem is from 3 tefachim. So above about 12 inches.
Right.
Okay. Umitzvah lehanicho lemata. And the commandment lehanicho is what is lehanicho?
Also to placing.
What?
Also placing.
Oh, the placing, the same word. And the mitzvah of placing below miyud tefachim from 10 tefachim. So in other words, it should be between 3 and 10.
Exactly, right.
V'im hinicho lemala, and if it's placed above miyud tefachim, yatza. If it's placed above 10, he's still okay.
Right.
Aval im menicho lemala mikaf ama, but if it's placed above 20 amos, about 30 feet, lo yatsa, he's not okay. He does not fulfill.
Right.
So ideally, it should be between 3 and 10. If it's above 10, he's still okay. But if it's above 30 feet or 20 amos, he's not okay.
Correct.
Haga?
Yes.
Va'afilu, and even lekacha kach daluk ha vehi nicha lemata mikuf lo yatsa, and even lekacha is what to take.
Yeah, let's say with meaning if once it's been lit, right? And meaning we're talking about the the last case that the Mechaber mentioned that it's above 20 amos, if it would be lit at that point when it's above 20 amos, and then Lakach, he would take it then afterwards, as it's still lit.
And he places it below 20. He's still not okay.
He would not be Yotzi, right? Even though that now it's below 20, right? But since he lit it in a place where it was above 20 amos, he's not Yotzi. Even now, I'll place it below 20.
Okay, so he takes it when it's already lit and places it below 20 amos.
Right.
Okay. Meir, you want to take over? You're mute.
I'm not sure where you're holding. I'll take over, but
You can reread Siv Vav. We're in the tough resh Ayin Aleph, Siv Vav. You can read the Mechaber again if you like, man. We're just in the middle of the reading of the Shulchan Aruch.
okay. So it says Manicho lemala mishloshet fachim umitzvah lahanicho lemata me'asarat fachim. So what, he places it above 3 tfachim, and the mitzvah is to place it no lower than 20 tfachim,
Right.
or lower than?
It has to be placed lower than 20, correct.
Okay.
Lower than 10.
Oh, asara is 10, not 20. Oh, okay. So the height, the mala has to be at least 3 tfachim. So what? That's about a foot high.
Yeah, about a foot. That's right.
Okay. Mata me'asara, but it has to be low. Okay, lower than 10. Oh, okay. Okay, very good. Ve'im hinicho lemala me'asarat tfachim yatsa. But if he places it above 10 tfachim, he fulfills his obligation. Aval im maniach lemala me'esrim ama lo yatsa. But if he places it higher than 20 amot, lo yatsa. Okay, so if he places it higher than 20 amot, he's not yotze. He doesn't fulfill his obligation.
Right.
It's stating that as long as it's 10 tefachim high, he fulfills his obligation, but don't put it more than 20 amot, which is quite a big distance, more than 10 tefachim.
Yeah, that's up pretty high, right?
Okay. Did you do the Haggah? Or
Go
not
ahead.
yet?
We just
Okay.
started.
Okay, so it says Haggah. Va'afilu likacha kach daluch v'hinicha lemata me'esrim lo yatsa.
Michaf, from 20.
Oh, kaf. Me'esrim lo yatsa. Okay.
You have Esrim or you have 20?
No, it says esrim, but esrim isn't esrim 20?
Esrim, right. Oh, good, right. Esrim.
Asara is 10.
They wrote it out in yours. I have Michaf. Okay, good.
Oh, okay. It's written out. Yes. And then it says Yatsa, the hadlaka osa mitzvah, that the lighting of the lighting fulfills the mitzvah. Okay, so that was vav.
So you wouldn't be Yotzi, right?
Right.
That it's low Yotzi because the lighting took place above Chaf, above Esrim.
Uh-huh.
If the lighting took place above Esrim, if you're going to lower it afterwards, you still won't be Yotzi because the lighting is what's the mitzvah.
Okay. So that was vav. Okay, so the Mishnah Berura now.
Yes.
Okay, so it says Lamala Mishlosha Tfachim. So it has to be above 3 Tfachim. The whole Lamata Mishlosha Ki'ilu Haniach Bikarka the Eini Kar Shabal Habayit Hinicho Sham. Okay, so the whole what in all.
Yeah,
Let's see.
why did Mr. was explaining why does it have to be more than above 3 Tvachim? Right? It has to be above 3 Tvachim because that if it's going to be below 3 Tvachim, it's
Okay.
as if it's resting on the ground.
Oh,
Right? Kiyu Haniach Karka, it's as if it's resting on the ground. Below Nikir Shalabala Bayis Hanikosham. It's not evident that the householder had placed it there.
because it's not supposed to be there.
So the reason it's not supposed to be there because you must in part of the essence of the mitzvah of lighting the menorah of Hanukah is that you have to show that you, the person lighting a menorah in your household, are celebrating Hanukah by lighting the menorah. And if it's not distinguishable that you are lighting the menorah or that this menorah that you see is attributable to you and to your household, then you haven't fulfilled your mitzvah. So by putting it on the ground, no, it doesn't indicate that you lit anything for the sake of Hanukah if you put the menorah on the ground.
Wow. But it says Dumikol Makom B'diavad Yatsa, but nonetheless, he would still be fulfilling the mitzvah.
Right.
Is it more like it's a bizayon? It's a disgrace to do that?
No, that's not particularly the. We if necessary, I mean, it could theoretically be put on the ground, but you're losing out, as the Mr. Brewer points out, the distinguishability that people don't recognize that you're doing this. Mitzvah.
Okay. I see now. So if one sees it's deliberately put in a place, then they know someone has done the mitzvah of lighting the candles.
Right, exactly.
Okay, very good. So Kaf Zayin, Lamata Me'asara Tfachim. So it shouldn't be lower than 10 Tfachim. I thought it was Shlosha Tfachim. Kaf Zayin.
It says 3 numbers, Mayor. It says 3, it says 10, and then it says 20. So
okay.
Lechatchila, it should be between 3 and 10 Tvachim.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's more than 10, even though it may be not desirable, it's acceptable.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so the Ika Pirsum Hanes Tefei Kishahu Lamata. Okay, so that's the Ika. That's so.
That there is publicity for the miracle more.
Aha. Okay. The davar ha'asui le'or ein derech lehanicha kol kach lemata.
Why do we want it to be below 10? Why, meaning above 10 tefachim, you're also yotzi. But why do we want it really below 10? Because usually when you want to light a light for illumination, you want the light to be on a high part of the wall, or you hang a light from the ceiling because you want the light to illuminate a large area. If you put a light down below, so that's not really fulfilling the best use of the illuminating power of the light that you're lighting. But here we want to definitely specifically put it down low, because it should be more distinguishable that you're doing this for the sake of the mitzvah, not for the sake of simply lighting.
Okay. The ayin, the Eliyah Rabbah Shekatav, Dehad Ein Haolam Nizharin Bazeh. So let's see, we'll look at the Eliyah Rabbah who wrote Dehad Ein Haolam.
Most people are not careful about this. Right. But most people are not careful about putting it down below 10.
Oh.
Why? There's a reason why.
Okay, Mishum Disomchin al HaMordechi Shekatav. Let's see, the Akshav Shepurgalu L'Haniach Bifnim Ein Kepeda Bazeh. So because Somchim, it's supported by the Mordechai.
Or they rely on the opinion of the Mordechai,
Who wrote that now it's accustomed to place it, I guess, inside.
Right. As we learned yesterday, the minig is now, especially in Chutz La'aretz, not so much here in Eretz Yisrael anymore, but in Chutz La'aretz especially, the custom was that they lit the menorah on the inside.
What's Ein Kepeda was so there's no.
There's not such a strictness about this.
Oh, strictness. Oh, yeah. Okay. Kepeda. Okay. Achein hatur satam bazeh umashma disvira le de ein lachalech bazeh. Okay, so let's see. Achein. So therefore, the Torah Satam concludes this or agrees with this.
Right.
Okay. Umashma, so we learn the spira lay, the ein lachalech bazeh.
It's mashma that you don't have to distinguish about this.
Oh, okay. L'chalek, distinguish about this. Okay, good. V'chein nochagim kol ha-midakdekim k'mo shekatuv b'veit Yosef. If you're all who are strict go according to what's written in the Beit Yosef.
Right. So if you're medakdek, meaning even though the general public is not really careful about lighting the menorah below 10 tefachim, but you should really, if you're medakdek, if you want to be scrupulous in fulfilling the mitzvah, you should be careful to do it below 10.
Okay. the im dar ba'aliyah. Oh, if one lives in the upper floors, I guess. Okay.
And this
Manicha
includes many people who live in apartment buildings as well.
apartment. Mhm. Well, it's even like where we do, because we live one flight up. Even it's not an apartment building, but it's one flight up.
Right, very good.
Okay. Manicha b'chalon shehu litzad reshut harabim. Okay, so the menorah should be placed in a window that's on the side of the public thoroughfare.
Very good, that's right.
Okay. Afilu im chalon gavoha yoter me'asara tvachim mekarka'it aliyah. Even if the window is higher than 10 tefachim, mikarkali, what, from the ground above?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mikar-
You're talking about the window now.
Right, the window, but even if it's higher than 10 tefachim from the ground,
Right, you're in a apartment, and the window sill is definitely going to be higher than 10 tefachim.
okay.
But the question is, what are you measuring it against? The ground outside of the building or the floor of your apartment?
So in terms of the 20 amos, that's according to the ground, right? On the inside, you should, if possible, be careful to keep it within 10 tefachim from the floor.
So
Wow.
I have noticed in the past that there are many menorahs that are way above 20 amos.
Right.
All the apartment buildings. If you walk along Ramat HaGolan, for example, you see dozens of them.
Right. So in that case, since there are other people living in adjacent apartment buildings which are also on their level, right? So it actually discounts the whole necessity of the 20 amos.
Uh-huh.
Because as long as they have people which are adjacent to them, so they're parallel to them in their heights, so that makes it more or less considered to be ground zero all the way along there.
I see.
Yeah, very good point.
Okay. Ve'im yesh lo shtei halonot, echad lemala me'asara tefachim, ve'echad lemata me'asara tefachim, vadai yanichena b'chalon shehu lemata me'asara tefachim. Okay, so if you have two windows, one that's above 20 tefachim and one that's below 10 tefachim, but I certainly one places it in the window that is below 10 tefachim.
Now, in my case, my front door, there's a small stairway that goes down from the sidewalk, from the street, and then there's a walkway that goes in front of my front door. So notice my front door is on the side of the building,
Right.
and so in comparison to the street, that walkway is maybe 4 feet below the street.
Right.
I was planning on just putting a small table in front of my door and putting the menorah on top of that.
Right.
I don't know how it compares to the street. If it's probably a little bit below the level of the street.
Okay, but you mentioned that that pathway is really based basically used by the general public as well, and people pass by there?
Not the general public, but it's used by the other people in the building. There's 6 apartments in the building. So there are some people who walk by, each day.
Mhm.
But the general public can't walk by because the back door is locked. The people in the apartment have keys.
Right. If people are walking back and forth in that path from the building, then it should be sufficient. Did you ask anybody of your neighbors where they usually light, what they do?
They light in front of their doors, and they're all above. The stairway goes up.
Right.
I didn't ask all of them, actually. I asked one of my neighbors, the one that lives one floor above me. He says he lights in front of his door. So
Where's that, in the stairwell?
it's on the stairway. Yeah, it's not a stairwell. It's a stairway that runs along the side of the building.
Okay.
So it's visible. It's clearly visible from the street,
Mhm.
but it's probably above 20 amos.
Mhm.
And no, actually, no. The first floor is not. The first floor is probably about maybe 20 feet above, 20 feet up. But the others will be higher.
Mhm. I would imagine if there's a fair amount of people coming in and out through that pathway, then if you light by your front door, I think that should be sufficient.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. I guess
One quick sentence and then where time is
Yeah,
out.
good, very good, man. Go ahead.
ובנרות בבית כנסת, המנהג שהמנורה במקום גבוה. So in the shul, the custom is to have the menorah in a high place.
All right, very good.
About to kaf het. Okay, beautiful.
So I have to remember to start with Chavtet. Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
man. Thank you, Lou.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Rabbi.
Have
Okay,
a good
great. Have
day.
a good day. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Good job, Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, go ahead. You will have a good day.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay.
Go on, bye.